Hello everybody, welcome to episode 17 of the Joel Lemmy Show series, Swing Around Tuesday. Hey, you there! I want to remind everybody that if you end up liking this video, please consider subscribing. It's free, and you can always change your mind. And right now, YouTube says that over 90% of people that watch my videos aren't subscribed, so it would really help, and with that... Hey, it's Joel, and welcome back to the Joel Lemmy Show series, Swing Around Tuesday. This is episode 17, and today I'm going to be talking a little bit about some things in my personal life, or just generally things outside of YouTube, as well as a little bit of things regarding last week's videos that you guys might be interested in hearing. So, as usual, I'm going to go ahead and quickly start with the things regarding mostly around me, and just to get that out of the way, and then we'll go ahead and touch on what happened last week as far as which videos that I posted, just to get everything out of the way quickly. So, the only things I really have to say about myself outside of YouTube, technically speaking, is that I've been doing a little bit of stuff with my Axial SCX-10 RC core right here, which is this absolutely big behemoth right here. And I'll go ahead and just sort of quickly skim over the things I've done recently, because there are a lot of the things that I won't actually be doing videos on. So the first thing is I put a roof rack on top. So here you can see I've mounted a couple things like some sand grippers, or whatever they're called. Usually, like in real life, you slide these underneath the tires when you get them stuck in sand. And then I also installed the rear bumper, and then I also got a aluminum bumper mount to go up inside there, because the old plastic one was getting wobbly from the big heavy aluminum bumper getting bashed into it all the time. But yeah, so once I get some switches for being able to control things like this new light bar, as well as the bumper lights, this thing will be basically done. I also just got a FlySky GT5 radio control transmitter for this thing, so after those switches get here, this RC core is now basically done after, like, I feel like it's been like 2 months or so in the works, because originally this started out as a stock Axial SCX-10 deadbolt, and has now turned into a Cherokee after I painted the body, replaced the axles, shocks, shock towers, the servo, put a roof rack on it, a front and rear bumper. Just about everything on this thing has been customized. But anyway, setting that back there, now let's go ahead and quickly move on to last week's videos, because as I said, that's really the only thing that I have to talk about. I'm really excited to finally see that thing done. Obviously, right now, my family is still currently on lockdown due to COVID, but as soon as all of that's over, hopefully I'll be able to go rock crawling with my dad. And actually, Deegan's dad, Joey, is another great friend of mine of recently. I've been talking to him a lot, and as it turns out, I actually got him into RC cars after I got Deegan into RC cars, and he also has an Axial SCX-10 just like me and my father, and we're all hoping to be able to go crawling together and take some nice pictures. Maybe I'll throw together a video for the channel sometime, but either way, I'm really looking forward to that. But as I said, right now, I'm still on lockdown with my family. As of right now, I don't think any of us technically have COVID anymore, but it's much more an easier thing to do to be safe than be sorry, as there's been a passing of one of my family members in the past, and that's still deeply affecting a lot of my family, and as I said, always better to be safe than sorry. But anyway, now let's go ahead and move on to talking a little bit about last week's videos. So last week we started off with Sketchalicious Monday episode 38, where I hand drew Veggie from the animated VivziePop series here on YouTube that goes by the name of Hazbin Hotel. Originally, ages ago, when I was planning to draw Charlie, I actually meant to draw Vaggie very soon after, because they are a couple, so I thought it'd be kind of cool to draw them in sort of like episodes that were close to each other, rather than drawing them like really far apart like I did, because I drew Charlie like ages ago. I think like I drew Charlie before I even had Sketchless Monday. It was still Autistic Tuesday. Yeah, I drew Vaggie, I drew Charlie 5 months ago, and I only just got to drawing Vaggie in last week's videos. So, yeah, stuff happens, I guess. But anyway, and then after that, we had Swing Around Tuesday, episode 16, where I just talked a little bit about the other stuff that I'd done to the truck. Like, I believe I skimmed over a couple of things that I did, like lights, maybe axles and stuff like that. I don't really know what I talked about. I already forgot. But either way, still I've done a lot of stuff on this, excluding the stuff that I mentioned in today's video, which I believe is basically all I talked about in episode 16, excluding, obviously, I talked about the videos prior to last week. And then we had the monthly haul for January of 2021. I really like that monthly haul because I got my, well, that is the monthly haul where I featured my new favorite hoodie, which is the Majeur Strawberry hoodie, which is my black plain one. It's just a pullover with like a big Majeur Strawberry logo on the back, and the hoodie just looks absolutely amazing. It is really comfy. And I also got my favorite hat, or my baseball cap, as I call it. It's a little Rexy baseball cap. It's laying on my floor because it fell off my bed right now. But yeah, so I really like that monthly haul. I also got to talk a lot about the RC car again. Recently, I've been doing a lot with RC cars. Either way, really fun video to film. And then we had Gaming Thursday episode 58, where I did a gameplay of the Matilda Black Prince, which is basically the Matilda, which is a tier 4 British medium tank. And the Black Prince, I believe it has a slightly better gun as well as a better turret. But mind you, the Matilda, which is a tier 4 and has really bad armor, is now turned into a tier 5 with the Black Prince. So oftentimes in games you get stuck with things like tier 6s, which absolutely obliterate you when it comes to your weak armor. And also this thing is incredibly slow, so the gameplay turned out to be like 12 minutes long, and half of that is me just driving around looking for stuff to do, trying not to die from just being so slow. But either way, on Friday we had the tutorial on how to install aluminum axles onto an Axial SCX-10 II, which at that point, that video was actually filmed probably about a week or two ago at this point, maybe 3, I'm not really sure. But either way, I did that video, or I filmed it over the span of when I was taking my break while the entire COVID thing was still going on with my family, and that was a video that I was filming very slowly in the process of sort of recovering over COVID and all that stuff. But either way, that video just made it out, and also soon there's going to be a lot of other videos similar to that one where I install things like aluminum wheels, bleed and install the shocks, and also I believe I did a video on installing the mud guards. I still have to edit the video for the wheels currently, but the video for the shocks, shock towers, as well as the mud guards is already up and ready to go. But either way, with that being said, there is all the videos from last week. If you want to give any of those a watch, I'd greatly appreciate it. But anyway, with that being said, as usual, I was your host, Joel Homie, and if you guys enjoyed today's video as much as I enjoyed making it,